Hello to new and returning viewers. My name is Zach, and today here in Easy Mode, I'll be reviewing my fourth and final player character for my D&D campaign that I've built here using my various sets and pieces of Lego that I collected since I was a kid. For anyone who's new here, or in case if you haven't watched any of my previous Lego D&D mini reviews, the adventure module that I'm running from my table is the one and only Official Acquisitions Incorporated game. As of our last session, the party has now concluded episode 4 and have all now reached level 8, so congrats to the D team for a job well done. In my past LEGO D&D mini reviews, I've mentioned that I like to keep my PCs and significant NPCs in alphabetical order in my display case. Up until now, we've reviewed Callista, Florence, and Magnus. Therefore, we can now finally get to our last player character that will be reviewed, N.O.C.I.A. N.O.C.I.A, also known as Nature's Only Created Intelligent Automaton, is played by my future brother-in-law, Wyatt, who is a Warforged Circle of the Stars druid. Before we fully dive into N.O.C.I.A's build and what pieces I used for them, I'll start by showcasing the Hero Forge mini that Wyatt had created for himself, which I then used as inspiration for his mini. So shout out to Wyatt for his very helpful concept art. Moving right along to the mini, the first thing you might notice about him is that N.O.C.I.A and Magnus have matching shields, which in fact they do. This shield, which came from set number 7418, released back in 2003, is meant to represent a spell guard shield. N.O.C.I.A actually originally inherited this shield from Flo back at the beginning of episode 4, since Flo preferred to use his Sentinel shield instead. Next up, we have N.O.C.I.A's Staff of Healing, which I tried my best to have it match the one Wyatt gave N.O.C.I.A in his Hero Forge's mini art, which I'm honestly quite proud of. The parts I used for it are parts number 53989 and 63965, which are both in white, and parts number 4589 and 3062, which are both in brown. Going ahead along with N.O.C.I.A himself, I used a few different LEGO collectible minifigures to bring them together. Both his legs and comma come from the Pirate Quartermaster out of Series 27, which was released last year during 2025. While their torso, sleeves, collar, and cape emanate from both the Halfling Druid and Dwarf Barbarian respectively out of LEGO's official D&D collectible minifigure series, which came back out in 2024. Finishing up with his head and hands, I got these pieces from the fun-packed Doctor Who Cybermen and Dalek LEGO Dimension set number 71238, which was released back in 2016 for LEGO Dimensions. Since N.O.C.I.A is a Warforged after all, I wanted to make sure I picked the best pieces I had to represent that. A small factoid I like to share about N.O.C.I.A is that he's actually only been with the party since the beginning of episode 4, and came into our game at around level 7. While Wyatt has been part of our campaign since the beginning, his first and previous character that he created for this module had pursued a subplot that took him away from the main story sometime after episode 3 was concluded. While this other character is not with the adventuring party currently, I had written a convenient way for Wyatt to return to that character should he choose to at a later time. Though for now, he is continuing to play N.O.C.I.A as we now enter the next stages of our game. To wrap things up, this is N.O.C.I.A. As always, I hope everyone enjoyed my last D&D mini player character review. From here on out until my next D&D campaign starts, I will be reviewing some of the larger scale builds, set pieces, and NPCs I made for my campaign, so be sure to stick around for that. Otherwise, if seeing more of my LEGO D&D creations interests you, then please feel free to subscribe or simply follow along my content for more of my upcoming projects. Thanks for tuning in, and I hope to catch you next time. Until then, happy building.